Hello, it's Rob. It's 26 Bond from the UK. I did a video probably about 10 days ago now, asking if you'd like to see any of my Kiss book collection. I'm going to probably do this in a few videos, perhaps 3, maybe more actually, because I've got quite a few in my collection spanning all eras of the group. I'm going to show a lot of tour programmes. I'll go through Pt.1 and Pt.2, some of the music live specials from Japan, and generally books from all around the world, from all eras of the group. So I'm going to start with 5 today, and I'm going to start with this one. This is from 1984. This one's a really good book. This one was obviously released after Kiss took the makeup off. So it does concentrate a great deal on Kiss without makeup, which a lot of their books don't do. That's an era which is sort of glossed over a bit now. This is a Spanish language biography, so unless you don't speak Spanish you won't be able to get any info from it, and it's written by somebody called Joan Singler. What I'm going to do on these videos is show you a little bit inside the books and really sum up, are they worth getting. As you can see, I like the first few pages. It has a clean split between makeup era Kiss, non-makeup era Kiss. Like I say, it's in Spanish. It's got this sort of layout. It's mainly a black and white book. I think it's got some colour photos towards the end and in the middle. And I'll show you some of those. But it's got some good photos and some nice outtakes, which I've never really seen before. Like I say, it is in Spanish, so if you like to read as well as look at the pictures, this one is a little bit of a select choice. You might not get as much out of this one as you do other books. There you go. That's the start of the colour pages. Gene Simmons around the Alive 2 time. Some of them are really very nice photographs. Quite hard to find these ones. In fact, some of these photos I've only seen within this book. So there's not a huge amount of colour photographs. There's a few more towards the back as well. Ace Frehley. There's a lot of quite nice ones for the Creatures of the Night tour of '83, which you don't tend to see a lot of, particularly in books about the band. This is an authorised book as well, so this was done with the agreement of Kiss. Nice photo of Eric Carr there, and a shot of Mark St. John as well. So overall, if you're looking at books for Kiss, if you want to get into books for Kiss, this probably isn't top of the list unless you speak Spanish. It's quite an old book. It's written in 1984, so it doesn't have the full story. Well, it couldn't do, but it's got some very rare photographs in there, and if you're a bit of a Kiss book collector like I am, it's certainly a worthwhile purchase, but not an essential purchase. The next one to look at is, I think this is edition 1 of Barry Levine's photo book. Barry Levine was a very famous rock photographer from the 70s, did a lot of classic Kiss photo sessions, which are included here. There's some lovely outtake shots as well. Nice trade paperback sized book. Fantastic cover. An outtake from the famous Spirit of 1976 tour photo session there. Not going to show you all the pages, but just to give you an idea of layout. There you go. So it's nice, heavy, thick, glossy paper. Includes a selection of live photographs as well as the studio posed stuff as well. It's got some shots of Kiss on their first European tour. That's at Buckingham Palace in London. Nice notes to each photograph as well. There you go, one of the classic photo sessions with some outtake shots of Gene with the mace. And that's the famous, I think that's the same shot as the front cover, but there you go, that's the famous shot that they use for the poster. I think. Maybe that's another outtake as well. There's so many really good photos in here. Kiss on top of the Empire State Building, that was taken by Barry Levine. One of their more famous photos, this one. So it's got stuff from the Paul Lynde Halloween special, which is where a lot of the American fans first saw Kiss on TV. And it's just got some really great photographs in here and great anecdotes as well. Now it's sort of solely, not solely, but most of it is of the mid-70s period, but it does do a few photos from the elder period with Eric Carr. So And it's got a few of the reunion shots, because Barry did those shots as well, there is one on the back there, which is a quite famous outtake picture. So this one here, if you're into Kiss photographs and how they came about and photography, this one is probably, along with Chip Rock Dayton's book, which I'll show you soon, is probably the one to get. The next one, another book by one of Kiss's early photographers. This is the early years. This is actually written by Warren Abbott, the photographer, Gene Simmons and Paul Stanley. This is a real official authorised book of the band, focusing once again, this is probably like a matte finish pages in this one, but focusing really on the earliest years to Kiss, but does go up to some of the elder shots. Now each photograph has pretty much got comments from Gene and Paul, so you can get their feelings of each shot and each year of the band. There's a photo of Gene Simmons at one of the early concerts where they couldn't fly the Kiss logo, so they had to put it on the stage floor. Probably some of the more interesting shots are the Georgette Klinger facial salon, it's not the Wild West, salon session, of which that's an outtake, where they went to get facials. And there's some rather good photos of Kiss taking off the makeup, putting it on. Very, very unusual sort of photographs. It's a nice shot of Paul Stanley there. There we go. In just his jeans. For all you ladies out there. So this is some of the shots from the beauty salon. Ace Frehley. I don't know whether they did this for Cream magazine. I think it might have been for Cream magazine. But it's got photos a lot like that. It has some nice live photographs around the Alive tour. Some backstage stuff of them tuning up their instruments and stuff like that. And some quite famous shots are included here. That was recently put on the front of a live bootleg. And some great shots once again at Studio 54 for the broadcast of I, which went around the world. There you go. So there you go. This one here is a bit thicker, this one. It's more of a matte finished book. Very, very good. Some great photos in that one as well. So I recommend that one thoroughly, along with the Barry Levine one. And the next two came out. These are of the last two that I'm going to look at today. These came out around the reunion time. Both UK books. The first one's the hottest band in the land, and the second one we're going to look at is Hotter Than Hell by Paul Elliott. Now this one basically goes through all of Kiss's songs, and it has notes by famous musicians, journalists, ex-fans. Got some quite nice photographs in it. But it's probably one of the least essential Kiss books. It's interesting. It's done from a different perspective, this one, but it's not quite as fact-packed as others. It's quite nice. It does have some quite nice memories from journalists and fans about how they got into the band and things like that. There's sections on all the decades. But it's certainly not one of the more essential Kiss books, like Nothing to Lose, which is the new one just come out, which is an excellent read by Ken Sharp, and C.K. Lent's book Kiss and Sell, which is an excellent behind-the-scenes look at the business runnings of Kiss. But if you collect books like me, that's another one to add to your collection. This one's likewise, really. This is the hottest band in the land. These reunion books, I used to have quite a few of these nice Creatures of the Night outtake photos, and for the front cover as well, which is a peculiar era really to pick. Some of these pages are a little bit stuck together in here, but it's a bit of a cut and paste job where they put magazine covers and the odd shot here. It's got a discography. There you go. It's an example of sort of like the cut and paste work that sort of goes on, like newspaper clippings and things like that, backstage passes, and there you go. So it's a little bit of a rushed job, this one. You can tell that the publishing company probably said, we need a Kiss book to cash in. Can you do one quickly? Here's lots of photos. Can you randomly jumble them together? Which is what they've pretty much done. But there you go. If you haven't got this one, it's worth picking up. There are some nice photos in here. I wouldn't pay a lot for this one. The text is full of errors as well. So there you go. The hottest band in the land. So that runs and sums up video 1. Video 2 coming very soon. Cheers guys, take care.